Our next author has the audiobook that you probably know someone who needs to hear this. I know in our family, it is a book that a lot of the women in our family have needed to listen to. This is To Pee or Not to Pee, the guide for reducing and eliminating urinary incontinence. Ladies, you do not have to keep buying those poise pads. Dr. Shelia Craig Whiteman, I am so excited for you to share your story here. Let's talk about this book, who it's for, your business, what you do, and then share with us a story, something that's happened that's changed in your life or your business since you became an author.
And thank you so much for this opportunity to be here, really. I really appreciate it. So I am a physical therapist. I specialize in one of the specialties that I have is pelvic floor physical therapy. And one of the things that I did a lot of was treating women for incontinence. And what I noticed was that it was not something that was very difficult for me or for the patient to do. And that it was kind of standard as to what I was doing with success, a very high success rate for many of the patients that I had. And all of my patients kept saying, oh my goodness, you make this so easy. You should write a book. Now, they told me that for years, but I didn't meet Angela. So that was not a possibility until I met her. But once I met her and then decided, okay, I am going to write this book. In the past, and it hasn't quite been a year for me, but so I have developed a coaching program. So I transitioned that physical therapy treatment platform to an actual online coaching program that can help women to still reduce and eliminate their urinary incontinence with almost the same effectiveness as in the clinic. So that is one of the things that I have been working on. And the clients that I've had so far, I have had success. So it has really, really been heartening, just heartening for me.
That is amazing.
Yeah, yeah. And another thing I've always wanted to do, and I always have done public speaking and speaking on health and wellness. So this gave me the opportunity to speak a little bit more. There is something about being an author and writing a book that gives you a little bit more clout than if you didn't. I mean, I have gone to school, I've had specialties, went back and got my doctorate. I wrote a book and it's really, oh, you wrote a book. Oh, yeah, like, oh my goodness, you wrote a book. So, the book has really given me a little bit more opportunity and given me a little bit more, I don't want to say the word interest in what I do, but that's kind of correct, that people are a little bit more interested in what I do because I've written this book.
Yeah, it's so interesting. I wanted to ask you, we didn't talk about this beforehand. I hope you have a good answer. I think you will, though. I wanted to ask you about the community, the other authors that you have met through the author incubator. How would you describe the community, the other people here, and any things that have happened over the last year with the community, special people you've met that you'd want to share about?
I have met some wonderful people in this community, and the one of the things that I have learned is that everybody is very supportive. We do have a Facebook group, so a lot of us are on the Facebook group and active, asking questions, and the coaches are fabulous because you ask a question, you really hit the word post, and you have answers to your question. So it is really fabulous. But speaking on the other authors, I have met a lot of them. Some of them we have every other week Zoom meetings to try to keep us on task and keep us supported, and also to keep us all to reach our goals. There are also authors that I'm not on regular Zoom meetings with, but I do keep in contact with, and they do a lot of we encourage each other, actually. We're all at different levels. Some of them have had written their book over a year ago. Some of them have written their second book, and they're really encouraging to those of us who are haven't gotten quite there on the second book yet, and are getting a lot of momentum from our first book, and really want to still even do more, because the opportunities are really tremendous. And so it's just a wonderful, wonderful opportunity. And community, I can't say enough positive things about it.
Well, I know you are a very beloved member of the community, and I wanted you to share on that, because I think that's really one of the unique things about the author incubator is you're not alone. And so much of writing, so much of, you talked about grad school, going to school, like so much of us is like alone in our room. And there's still some of that. I mean, ultimately, you had to be the one to write a book. You had to be the one to sit there and edit it, but also knowing you're not alone and you're supported, I think is such a unique and important piece of the puzzle to keep going.
You are correct. You have built just a fabulous community, a fabulous business that I don't think, and probably everyone on this call can agree, none of us expected what we got. Like, we got so much more than we thought we would get. You're like, okay, well, I'm going to write this book and I'm going to do this. And oh my goodness, there are classes, support. Even if you're going through all the classes, they add more classes. They add people coming in to give you Facebook classes. There is just no comparison. So I do really want to take the opportunity to thank you for that. I really do.
Well, that's awesome. We love you. We love your book, To Pee or Not to Pee, the guide for reducing and eliminating urinary incontinence.
Yes.
I tell you, a lot of our authors vouch by this system. You do not have to suffer alone and be embarrassed and be uncomfortable. There is an actual answer, you guys, that doesn't include surgery. So Shelia Craig Whiteman, congratulations. The audiobook available now.
Thank you so much.